Do you know this video?
But if you quickly tap back twice, you can do a backdash which is much faster and more evasive.
It's the Korean backdash from Corked Gaming by Gerald Lee. Originating from the Korean Tekken community, this movement technique has gained widespread recognition and adoption among players across various regions. Executing correctly, players can create a fluid backward movement, enabling them to evade attacks while positioning themselves advantageously. By explaining it using an arcade stick, Corked Gaming visually made it much more easier to understand. So, why did I make this video? Well, I want to make my version of the Korean backdash video. But instead of using an arcade stick, I'm using one of these. Now, since the Mixbox worked like a hitbox, I will use my Mixbox as a reference. Also, the hitbox/Mixbox must have an SOCD on it or it doesn't work. In Tekken, if you do a dash, you can interrupt it with almost any other command before the animation finished. However, what you cannot do in the middle of a dash is another dash. Now, this context is a copy, word by Corked Gaming, however, it is the crucial part. While using my Mixbox, I noticed there are multiple ways to do a KBD. First, you want to hold back your character, and after that, you want to press forward at the same time. This will put your character in a neutral position. The SOCD software cleans the input by pressing back and forth at the same time. After that, try double tapping forward while holding back. Because of the SOCD, Tekken somehow managed to read the input as a backdash. Now, after double tap, you want to tap down while holding back. This will allow your character to be in down back position momentarily. If you do this multiple times, you get what's known as a Korean backdash. This is the easiest way to do a Korean backdash on a hitbox/Mixbox. I'll showcase two types of Korean backdash. Can you guess the difference? If you look closely, the first one is a clean and linear, while the second one is faster but off axis. The second one is probably not a true Korean backdash, because every time I try to do a Korean backdash in a normal way, subconsciously I added a side step causing it to sway during Korean backdash. Although, that sway gave me more movement options after the Korean backdash. In the Korean backdash video, Gerald compares the Korean backdash with basketball dribbling. These two are almost the same because how players discover a way to play that wasn't planned by the creators. From my perspective, the Korean backdash is more of a technique that took practice over and over to become natural. As I mentioned, I'm using a Mixbox to do a Korean backdash to show how to do it in both ways. Another reason why I use a Mixbox/Hitbox is because of a study case on baseball.
Often come before the final decision. Yeah, it was broken, and now it's broken for good.
In 2011, Smithsonian Magazine released the article about the physics of cheating in baseball. The article explained the myth behind corked bats and how they hit balls further than normal bats. Some researchers at University of Illinois decided to try hollowing out a bat, stuffing it with bits of cork, and firing a ball at the bat from a cannon. Turns out, the bat indeed can swing faster but has less inertia. By comparison, heavier bats still hit the ball harder and therefore farther than a lighter corked bat. Although the myth is busted, there are some benefits to using the corked bats. If the bats are lighter, that will allow batters to wait for a split second longer before swinging, giving them more time to judge a ball's path and to make adjustment during the swing. So while corking may not allow a batter to hit ball further, it may well allow a batter to hit ball solidly more often. To summarize, if your goal is to hit more home runs, you should have a heavy bat. If your goal is to have a higher batting average, you should have a lighter bat. Comparing a corked bat with a hitbox is a little bit ambiguous. However, there are some similarities between these two. A corked bat will not guarantee you a home run, but you will hit the balls more often. To earn a run in baseball, you need to fill the base with hitters and manage to return to home base. Essentially, if you manage to fill the bases faster, you will earn runs quicker than the opposing team. Now, Hitbox will not guarantee you win matches, however, it improves your inputs and response time, making it much more easier to play. Now, corked bats have been banned in the MLB because of the rule that states that the bat shall be one piece of solid wood. On the other hand, the FGC is still debating whether the Hitbox/Mixbox is cheating or not. Many people commented on my previous video, the Hitbox rabbit hole, and had different opinions. Some support the hitbox while others don't. I made this video about the hitbox/mixbox to find ways to improve skills and technique. As I mentioned in my previous video, some people using hitbox/mixbox because of what they grew up with or because the medical condition caused them to ditch traditional controllers. Hitbox/mixbox can bridge new and veteran players to play more fighting games. Recently, I made a Discord server for the channel. If you guys intrigued, you can check the link down below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Sanryuji signing off.